So Senator Kelly Loeffler, are from Georgia, claims, she disavows hate, and she doesn't know how she keeps ending up getting in pictures with all these white supremacists and Nazis and KKK members, but for some reason, like she doesn't associate with those people, but she just happens to keep getting photographed with them at events all over Georgia and being interviewed with by neo Nazis. For God's sakes. Earlier this week, a photo of Georgia's GOP Senator Loeffler posing with a notorious white supremacist went viral, prompting her campaign to disavow it. But this wasn't the first time that Loeffler is competing in one of the January 5th runoff elections will decide control of the U.S. Senate. Has posed for photos with the white supremacist or other far-right extremists. She has done it repeatedly this year. Picture went viral, showed Loeffler smiling alongside Chester Doles, a former Ku Klux Klan leader and member of the neo-Nazi National Alliance. Doles, who attended the deadly 2017 white supremacist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, went to prison in the 1990s for assaulting a black man in Maryland. He posted a photo taken at a Loeffler campaign event in Dawsonville, Georgia, to the Russian social media site VK on December 11th. Of course, neither of them were wearing masks. That's so fitting. There it is with that's Doles, the former KKK leader, smiling. She's smiling. A lot of white supremacy in that photo for sure. The activist group Bend the Arc Jewish Action reposted the image to Twitter with the comment, "This is who Kelly Loeffler is proudly appealing to." The tweet quickly went viral. In response, a Loeffler campaign spokesman told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution the senator had no idea who Doles was, and if she had, she would have kicked him out immediately because we condemn in the most vociferous terms everything that he stands for. But photos of Loeffler smiling alongside far-right extremists are not hard to find. Interesting. So it seems like she's completely okay associating with these people as long as she doesn't get called out for it, I think is what's going on here, because it's the same racist kind of dog whistles that Trump uses, like talking about the Proud Boys or Charlottesville, how Trump said there was good people on both sides. Very similar to, what Loeffler's trying to do here to, appeal to, the racists and white supremacists who she thinks would vote for her because she supports that ideology as well. The Democratic Party of Georgia and Bend the Arc each separately provided HuffPost with a photo showing Loeffler posing with Joshua Moat, Lumpkin County coordinator for America Patriots USA, Georgia extremist group led by Doles. That's Joshua Moat there. The photo, which Doles also posted to VK, shows Moat standing alongside Loeffler and Senator Tom Cotton at a Loeffler campaign event on September 3rd in Gilmer County, Georgia. Hey, at least she's wearing a mask in that picture, but there's another far-right individual she's proudly given the thumbs up with. Loeffler campaign did not respond to a request for comment on the Moat photo on Thursday. I think this was from last week. But spokesman Stephen Lawson did provide a statement when HuffPost previously contacted the campaign about the photo in September. Senator Loeffler denounces all forms of hate, but she's completely fine taking photos with white supremacists all over the great state of Georgia. I don't know why I channeled somewhat of a southern accent there. My apologies. But sadly, this is another fake news attack from the totally discredited Southern Poverty Law Center and their friends in the liberal media. Southern Poverty Law Center was not involved, so that's interesting with the story, and did not provide HuffPost with the photo of Loeffler and Moat. Civil rights organization does, however, list APUSA as a white nationalist hate group. That's, again, where that fella's from. And the other guy in the first photo is the head of that white nationalist hate group. Doles, that's the original photo of the former KK guy in Loeffler. Doles founded APUSA in 2019 in an apparent attempt to rebrand himself and whitewash, no pun intended, his past connection to the KKK and other supremacist groups. APUSA, which is supportive of Donald Trump, of course they are, and which has aligned itself closely with the far-right militia movement, claims to be non-racist. Its membership, however, is teaming with Klansmen and neo-Nazis, according to research compiled by the group Atlanta Anti-Fascists. Politicians like Loeffler take photos with lots of people on the campaign trail, and it's possible for them to know the political affiliations of each and every person with whom they pose. But there's also clearly a reason why extremists are excited to be photographed with Loeffler. The center has repeatedly catered to or condoned those on the far right. Exactly. In August, she's clearly in support of, white supremacist ideology and, ways of thinking and being. Look, in August, Loeffler sat down for an interview with OAN, One American News Network host Jack Prosobiec, a neo-Nazi collaborator and prominent MAGA propagandist. I joined at Jack Prosobiec on OANN to discuss why to call out the BLM political organization and why the woke mob is trying to cancel. Oh, Jesus Christ. Prosobiec's extremist resume is long. He once associated himself with the white supremacists like Richard Spencer, one of the organizers of the 2017 Charlottesville rally. Prosobiec has also tweeted out multiple anti-Semitic memes and often made reference to the numbers 14 and 88, codes frequently used by neo-Nazis. He was one of the biggest promoters of the deranged right-wing Pizzagate conspiracy theory. Let's see. And this is that September? Yes. September, Loeffler attended, this is in reference to this, a pro-gun rally. Nothing, from my opinion, nothing wrong with being pro-gun, but standing alongside members of Georgia's 3% Martyrs militia group. The Georgia's 3% Martyrs, part of a nationwide far-right militia movement, are known for showing up to monitor Black Lives Matter protests. And that would be awesome if they were there to monitor the protests, to make sure the protesters weren't brutalized, harassed, sometimes killed by the police. But obviously they're not there for that. They're there to do the same thing the cops are doing to these peaceful protesters, protesting against police brutality, against police violence. They're there in support of that. They're all for that. Loeffler also posted photos from that pro-gun rally. They're standing with Marjorie Taylor Greene, a real nut job. Then a Georgia congressional candidate who gained national infamy for her support of QAnon, a pro-Trump conspiracy cult that believes a globalist cabal of pedophiles who kidnap and torture children are waging war against the president. And the Green one, of course, which is just insane. Green. So this is the type of people Loeffler likes to associate with. Green has been recorded making multiple racist, Islamophobic, and anti-Semitic statements. In October, Loeffler and Green held a joint press conference at which Green endorsed Senator's election bid. Oh, man. Senators Loeffler claimed to disavow the former KKK, given her... Let's see. Senator Loeffler came to disavow the former KKK leader. She posed with Rings Hollow, given her repeated attacks on black activists and her association with other politicians such as Marjorie Taylor Greene, who used racism and anti-Semitism to spread division and hate. Victoria Rags of Ben the Ark Jewish Action Atlanta told HuffPost in a statement on Thursday. Rags added that Loeffler is clearly made tying herself to extremists part of her electoral strategy, very similar to Trump, pandering to the Proud Boys, saying there was good people on both sides, during the Charlottesville march. In an effort to distract from her own greed and ethics inquiries for illegally profiting off a pandemic. That's very, very true. Her and Senator Perdue, also of Georgia, used this inside information to profit off the pandemic while people are really struggling and suffering, and nothing really happened. Again, there's different rules for the wealthy and powerful, and we gotta abide by completely different set of ones. It's disgusting. Loeffler is in a tight runoff election against Democratic challenger Raphael Warnock, Reverend. That race, along with another Georgia. So again, this is completely on brand for Kelly Loeffler, and she likes to pretend she's some type of, populist, or she's, just your average Joe. I'm Kelly. I wear a little flannel button-up shirt. I got an America hat on. I'm not the same person who also profited off of my privileged position as a U.S. Senator to make money during the pandemic with information the public wasn't have access to. And this was just a mistake. I don't know why all these white supremacists and Nazis keep wanting to come to my rallies and events and take pictures with me. So if you're in Georgia, I definitely recommend voting for Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff. They're obviously not the radical socialists the right likes to paint them as being. I would love if that was the fact. Both Ossoff and Warnock are more of the neoliberal centrist still, kind of Obama-Biden-esque, but obviously still an improvement over Loeffler or Purdue. Peace. Much love. Subscribe for more content. Leave your thoughts below if you have some on this. Peace. Much love.